Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading this is your April bonus reading. We're going to jump right in here, Leo, and see what is going on for you at this time. And that'll be that here, Leo. There won't be a part two. I'm just going to clarify in this reading. So let's see here, Leo. What we have in your first position here, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of like quality work and doing a good job. You have the I need to rearrange this, but you have the Five of Cups as your crossing energy, which could be like some sort of disappointment. So I do feel like some of you could have been putting a lot of work into a project recently, and there could be some sort of disappointment here. But if I'm being honest with you, this is giving me like blessing in disguise vibes. So I wouldn't be too worried if something isn't going according to plan or hasn't gone according to plan, because the whole entire reading is kind of giving me these vibes of a blessing in disguise. Not always, but every once in a while, I really feel the Five of Cups represents a blessing in disguise. Because if you look here, he needs to turn around and see these two cups. He also gets the bridge and the castle that's over there instead of just three cups. It's like, I'd rather have, two cups and a bridge and a castle, not just three cups, right? So kind of this is striking me as a blessing in disguise reading. Again, we're going to clarify in just a minute and we'll see. In the area of your thoughts, you have the King of Cups. Deep thoughts with Leo is what I'm going to call this, because, the whole thing about the King of Cups is he's sitting in the middle of the ocean. There's a whale back here. It looks like a fish, but it's actually a whale. And it kind of represents his very deep emotions, deep thoughts. And I do feel like you could be deep in thought, or you're processing a lot of information in general with this card. I feel like you're getting ready for a new adventure. There's this boat above my finger here, and that boat kind of represents going on an adventure, going and exploring something new. So I kind of feel like your mind needs some stimulation just in general. In the area of your foundation, you have the Nine of Cups. Pretty good. Nine of Cups is a card of contentment. It's a card of happiness, a card of feeling fulfilled, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that you want more, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's a good thing to have a desire to, increase your potential or do something more in your life. Again, it's just a card of contentment. It's just a card of things being good, and that's how I feel for you here. Again, not a bad thing. I just think this reading is saying there's more. In the area of your past, or what you're moving past, you have the Seven of Swords, so that's good. This is the energy that I feel like you're finally leaving behind here, Leo. You could be leaving behind a liar, cheater, stealer. You could be just moving away from tricky energy in general, or you could be kind of getting out of a situation. And I do feel that for you here, where it's like maybe you were in a tricky situation. Could be any type of situation. For some of you, I'm getting like legal situation. For others, it could be like a financial situation or a relationship situation. I feel like you were just in a tricky, thing. And this to me looks like you're getting out of a tricky situation. So I like that a lot. In the near future, you have the High Priestess. Love it. I feel like you get this card all the time. The High Priestess is just a card of potential. There is no roof over her head. It represents unlimited potential, but you have to kind of take action. You have to start planting seeds, which is your next card. I'm really happy to see the Six of Pentacles, but I'm not happy to see that Knight of Pentacles after it. So we're going to talk about that, Leo. And what I would say here is I would start planting seeds towards something that you feel has a lot of potential. It could be a crazy idea, a crazy invention. It could be a new relationship, whatever it is you want. I feel like you need to kind of be neutral, right? She is sitting in between the two pillars here these are the two pillars from in front of the Temple of Solomon. There's a lot of meanings. People always leave comments about all the meanings. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of meanings about the two pillars, but she sits in between the two pillars. It represents the fact that she takes a neutral, grounded approach to everything that she does. So I do feel that, where it's kind of like if you have some big business plans, great. I would say dream big, go nuts with this, but also keep things in perspective. Make sure that you don't get, kind of dream up some business and be like, I'm going to be a billionaire overnight. I would say keep that dream, go for it, but also say, most people don't become billionaires overnight. I'm going to try, and if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to get disappointed. I'm going to keep planting seeds, right? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of success. It's also a card of like equal give and take. He's giving to one thing, but not the other. It could represent needing to give, something missing. And I kind of feel that for you here, Leo, where it's like if there is something inside of you that you are not feeding, I would make sure to balance things out for sure. I feel like part of your success is going to be in learning that maybe if you're working too hard, that you also need to play hard, that you also need to take time for yourself. It's like this to me is saying you're only doing one thing or the other, or it could be anything else. It's like if you want love, maybe you get into love and everything else goes away. And so I think this is talking about balance, but I also do feel that this is saying that you need to plant multiple seeds in a direction. That's another great way to avoid disappointment, especially with this energy right here. Taking this diagonal, King of Cups to the High Priestess to the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes I think we start a project and we only kind of have like one plan. I'm a big believer in only having a plan A. I've even talked about this recently, but having, it's like, I think we should have a plan A, but I think people need to realize that it's like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, I'll just use that as an example. It's like that can be your plan A, is to have the YouTube channel, but underneath that, you can have multiple ways that you can get there, right? That's not necessarily having a plan B. It's like plan A is the YouTube channel, but there are multiple ways to get there. And I feel like that's the difference here with the Six of Pentacles. It's saying whatever it is you're doing, it's perfectly fine to open up to multiple approaches or to try multiple things and see what works best. Six of Pentacles, like planting a bunch of seeds, waiting and seeing what grows the fastest, and then picking that path, whatever that path is. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is being too cautious. He has all the knowledge and wisdom and everything he needs to be very successful, but he just needs to plant his seeds in that field back there, and so he needs to take action. And I definitely feel that for you, Leo. I feel like it is time for you to take action. I feel like it's time for you to get moving with this Knight of Pentacles. I also do feel that this could be an earth sign coming in for you as far as love is concerned. Even in the area of your future feelings, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of marriage. It's also a card of like traditions and traditional values and things like that. I think it's just saying that you could be attracting a person who you feel like you want to marry. And I also feel that you have similar beliefs to this person, whatever that means for you. So kind of like a good person for you to be with if this is love entering into your life. I feel like there's a very, very strong message coming in to not rush it with this energy. It's like if you meet a person and you like want to marry them right away, I feel like it's saying like allow that person to, kind of prove your expectations, right? It's like sometimes I think we just want to marry a person or whatever. We just get with a person and we don't make them. I'm not saying that people should prove themselves to us. I think that's a very toxic belief, right? I think we should be getting into relationships with people where there's equal give and take. You give a little, they give a little, and then that's how you prove it to each other. It's like I get all these comments from all these people that are always like, the next person I date, I'm gonna make them meet all these requirements. I'm like, okay, you are also going to meet those requirements then, right? Because if you want a truly equal relationship, which don't even get me started on that. But what I would say here is that, to me, this is like saying allow them to kind of give energy to the relationship, then you give a little bit of energy. I feel like it's saying like don't rush it. Allow yourself to kind of build it up like this. That's how I'm seeing it in my head, like this back and forth, because I feel like that's going to lead to a much better kind of outcome for the relationship in general. It's like instead of just being rushed into, it's going to be built up and it's going to be stable. Your outcome is the Five of Swords. Not sure what this is about. This could just be about cutting things out in your life that no longer serve you, which is kind of what I feel, but if I'm being honest with you, I need more detail on that. So we're going to clarify this reading right now, and we're going to see what that Five of Swords is about. But I think this is pretty good. With the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Get out of your head. 2 sevens. Even though these are the same 7 showing up here, to me, any 2 sevens in a reading is internal fears that don't exist. So I feel like it's time for you to let go of your fears. Again, 7 of Swords, I do feel like you're kind of moving away from a sticky situation. Let's put it that way. For some of you, it could be legal. That definitely popped into my head, but it could be any other type of sticky situation. And I do feel like you're kind of like getting out of something here in a good way. With the King of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Love it. Nine of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxuries. I feel like gratitude with the Five of Cups as well is a very good solution to the Five of Cups. The whole point about the Five of Cups is being grateful for what you have, then you can receive a blessing in disguise. Funny enough, to me, there's only one combination of the tarot that truly represents a blessing in disguise. There's some other things, but really, it's I consider a 5 and a 9 together the Five of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, there you go, to be a true combination of a blessing in disguise. To me, that's a clue. Really, to me, I really need the Nine of Swords. To me, the Five of Cups and Nine of Swords, actually, even though they're both considered challenging cards, to me, that combination is like the true blessing in disguise. But I do feel like there's a blessing in disguise here. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition, but it can also just represent learning. It says that you have learned from that Seven of Swords situation, whatever it is for you, and I feel like you're just kind of like moving past it with this Five of Wands. With the High Priestess, you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of success and abundance. I feel like you're kind of growing at this time as well with the Six of Wands. It's a card of excellence, the Six of Wands, so I feel like there's like good stuff just coming in for you. Also, I love two sixes. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. To me, two sixes says you're on the right path. You're going the right direction. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you right now, Leo, I'm laughing because every single reading I do for you, you get the King of Pentacles. I always say King of Pentacles is the dinosaur in your reading. King of Pentacles is like, I like the King of Pentacles, but at the same time, he can represent convention, like just the way things have always been done. And I would be very careful of like doing everything the same in your life, in all areas of your life. Six of Pentacles, again, really wants us to try new things. And it could be like little things as well. It's like maybe you always date the same type of person. You know, King of Pentacles says, you know, I feel like this energy with the Six of Pentacles is like saying try new people, different people, so that you have a different outcome. Same thing in business. It's like, yeah, keep doing what works, but also try new things so that you don't fall behind, right? We're in a very, I think really intuitively that's because we're in such a fast-paced, you know, change between now and like 2033, somewhere around there, and really 2025, right? Or I should say, like, the very beginning of 2026, I think that things are going to be speeding up. It's like, even just look at, like, things like TikTok, right? It's like, the way it's kind of funny because, like, the way that I look at the world is, like, I see everything's becoming faster. It's like, even on YouTube, it's like YouTube Shorts are, like, starting to take off when they weren't before. It's like people are consuming things, like, much, much quicker. So I feel like this is saying you don't need to be, again, moving quickly, but I feel like you do need to be thinking, like, are there things in work, in business, in love that I could try that are new because the energy is moving quicker. And it'll just, you know, kind of lead to more success. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of boundaries, but it's also a card that says don't give up on your dream. Again, you are definitely one of the signs where I would say, like, you know, if you're going through a change, it's like, are you totally quitting a business or totally quitting your job? I would say no. I think I've said it to you before, I'm pretty sure, and I'll say it to you again. To me, your readings strike me more as upgrading something, not so much leaving something behind, you know, especially if it's work or business related. Like, you might not necessarily be leaving your job or leaving your career, or leaving your business. You might be just upgrading it in some way or doing it in a different way. And again, to me, your readings look like that. With the Hierophant, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is about needing to open up. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons. There's like a lot of lesson learning here in this reading, and I feel there could be some benefits to the lessons that you have learned, of course. And with that Five of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups. Fortune after difficulty, happiness, good news, good things coming in for you. And this could also say the Ten of Cups, the whole point of the Ten of Cups is that they are choosing to be happy regardless of what is going on around them, right? They're not like worried about just like every little thing that's going on around them. That doesn't mean they don't care about the problems that are happening in their life. It just means that they choose to be happy no matter what. So to me, it's a card of choosing happiness because happiness is like the highest vibration, and it also can bring in more happiness to other people, and it can bring in more abundance into the world and all that other stuff. So the Five of Swords, could be the old you that focuses on worries and concerns and all this other stuff. This could be you changing your focus to be more happy or choosing to focus on, your happily ever after. I also do feel this could be love coming in for you. So I do feel like there's love here. Could be a water sign actually, which I feel like I've said to you before, or an earth sign. You have both. But could be love coming in, but this looks pretty good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.